What's up, everyone? My name is Alexander Frank. I'm the founder of Second Spark Fitness and Nutrition Coaching. Today, we're just going to be running through some pretty basic items here, your macros, and understanding them, the building blocks of nutrition. These are essential nutrients that our bodies need in large quantities to function on a day-to-day basis for energy, growth, and overall function. Understanding how each one of these functions is key to unlocking our true health, performance, and overall well-being. Now, macros. What the heck are they? Glad you asked. They're essential, folks, meaning we need these. Your body literally cannot function without them in large quantities. They provide the building blocks for growth, energy, and various bodily functions, and each one of these provides their own unique properties and effects to the human body. It keeps you from feeling like a soggy pancake. These nutrients are broken down by our bodies through the metabolic process and energy expenditure to release energy. Now, each macro provides a different amount of energy per gram. Protein and carbs are at 4 calories per gram, fats are at 9 calories per gram, and unfortunately, yes, alcohol, that also carries some weight to it. That has 7 calories per gram. We like to consider that loosely the fourth macro because we consume so much of it. Protein, the body's building material. Folks, protein is arguably the most vital yet overlooked macro. It's not a primary energy source like carbs or fats, but instead it's structural and it's functional, which is a fancy way of saying that protein is what makes humans, literally. Everything from muscles to bones to microscopic cellular machines, it does a mess of work, good work, in the human body. Now, first things first, folks, the hormone production, DNA expression, and cell transportation. Protein plays a huge role in creating these enzymes and hormones, aka like these little chemical messengers and metabolic power tools that keep your body from going off the rails. Most enzymes, which are these little biological catalysts, help speed up chemical reactions in the body. They're especially important for digestion and how we use energy. You'll find enzymes in saliva, stomach acid, blood, and all throughout your cells. Now, proteins help us carry a lot of important stuff, but two right off the bat, hemoglobin and lipoproteins. The hemoglobin is a protein that is found in red blood cells that carries oxygen to your cells and carries carbon dioxide away. Then the lipoproteins, those little suckers, these little particles, they're made of fat and protein, and they always carry fats like cholesterol throughout the blood. Even though it kind of gets a bad rap, your body needs these carriers to move fat to where it's needed or to store it. Next, importantly, satiety. Protein is going to help us feel full after these meals that we eat, these big old meals, small, what have you, which is especially beneficial for, drumroll please, weight management. It's true. Next, heart health. Protein plays a big role in remaining and maintaining healthy blood pressure and cholesterol levels, contributing to heart health. It's a true story, folks. Who would have thought also brain function? Y'all, it is essential for the development and also the function of the brain, including these neurotransmitter productions that take place. Next, immune support. It helps produce antibodies. And what do? They fight infections, y'all. They maintain a strong immune system. Eat your damn protein. Last but not least, who would have thought, structure and growth. Y'all, you can't build muscle without protein. It is essential for building, for repairing, and actually making up the physical muscle tissue. It also includes collagen, proteins, which are in your tendons, your joints, ligaments, you name it. Also, these little suckers up here, if you bust your nose, you know where that came from. Collagen, y'all. Let's get it. Now, folks, not all proteins are created equal. It's true. Some have more essential amino acids, also called EAAs. Some have more essential amino acids and are better suited for growth and development, and others are not. Looking at you, vegans. Those essential amino acids can't be synthesized by the body, so they have to be consumed by the foods that we eat. Now, complete proteins are proteins that have all of the essential amino acids in amounts that are sufficient for normal growth and development and body weight. Their biological value is high and they're found in animal proteins, fish, chicken, beef, you name it. Incomplete proteins, though, these are deficient in one or more of those essential amino acids. That deficiency creates an amino acid condition, which basically affects your growth and development rates. The plant proteins that y'all eat are incomplete. And an unfortunate caveat from that is that while plants do have protein, they're only in trace amounts. And part of those proteins are found in cellulose, which is a plant starch. The human digestive system can't digest that. So if you're not a meat eater, I'd work in some tofu or some soy. These are pretty solid alternates to check that box. In summary, folks, protein isn't just for bodybuilders or the bros in the gym with like these gallon jugs of water. It's doing 97 different things behind the scenes while you're out there wondering if one slice of pizza is going to ruin your week. Spoiler alert, it's not. Now, carbs. Carbs. Folks, the primary role of carbs is to provide energy for the body. Yet, many controversies exist for some reason regarding carbs. Are they healthy? Are they needed for optimal sport performance? Do they contribute to weight gain? No, at least not directly. Don't listen to people on TikTok. It's rare that they know what they're talking about. Anyways, moving on. Let's keep it real, folks. You ever try to work out with no carbs? It's like trying to mow the lawn with nothing left in the gas tank, with a drop of gas in the tank. You're pushing, you're sweating, and you're wondering if your parents have some weird personal vendetta against you. And the engine's like, nah, fam, we're not doing this today. Been there many a times. Saturday mornings as a kid, 6, 7 a.m. I'm getting up, I gotta mow that lawn. I don't want to. I haven't eaten anything. I haven't had anything to drink. I haven't had my coffee. Anyways, so folks, glucose, carbs, they are broken down into glucose, the body's primary energy source for vital functions. Yeah, it's true. It is vital. Folks, that pre-workout snack, maybe a bowl of cereal, Rice Krispie treat, an apple with some peanut butter on it, it's not just for vibes, it is for output. And yes, it tastes good. Y'all, without carbs in our system, your body's gonna start rummaging through the pantry looking for anything that it can burn, including your gains. Yes, your precious hard-earned muscle. It's like your body becomes a bad roommate and it's gonna eat all of your leftovers because they didn't take the time to go buy groceries. Ungrateful sack. I'm so sure there are plenty of stories out there. I got a handful of my own. Well, last but not least here, folks, brain fuel. Yeah, it definitely helps us think on our toes just throughout the day. The carbs that you eat throughout the day protect your gains from being catabolized during your workout or any sort of exercise, really. That's another big reason why carbs are not the enemy, folks. All right? Now, we have two directions, really, that our carbs can take us on. We have the simple route or the complex route. Route? We'll figure it out. Both are beneficial, though, in their own respective ways. So, on one hand, folks, we have simple carbs. Things like Sour Patch Kids, cookies, pasta, cereal, oatmeal with fruit, apples and peanut butter. These are great for you to eat. Basically, your inner child's dream or your adult dream. I'm a sucker for those too. I typically consume these in large quantities, like before or I should say, a workout. Because it helps fuel your body to crush it in the gym and then also to refuel your body after that workout. Now, on the opposite side, we have complex carbs. This is kind of like the slow burn situation here. Oats, quinoa, what else is there? Sweet potatoes, veggies. These are great to eat. They're nutritious and they're also slow digesting. Usually they contain more fiber and that keeps you full for longer. If there are times where I personally know that I won't be able to have food in front of me or I'm unable to eat for extended periods of time, I'll increase those fibrous vegetables. So I'll get a bigger bowl of broccoli or I'll crush a giant salad and that sucker is gonna keep me full, more full than a church pew on Easter Sunday. Like it is gonna give you that bloated look just because there's gonna be so many veggies in your belly. Interesting look, but it's going to do the trick. Folks, both carb types are good and both have their time and place. The trick isn't avoiding the carbs, it's using the right one like you're the DJ and your body is kind of like the dance floor. Fat, 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 fat. Folks, fat is not the enemy that you think it is. And for whatever reason, it's still kind of demonized in the health and nutrition space. Too much of it and you'll get fat. No, 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 no. It's actually very important for us to eat, just as important as protein and carbs to our physiology. Now, what kind of benefit does fat provide us? Well, first up, essential fatty acids. Folks, fats provide these essential fatty acids which our bodies can't produce on their own. They're vital for our cellular function within our bodies. They are key. Hormone regulation. Fat plays a huge role in regulating our hormones and producing, affecting many different bodily processes, including mood and energy levels. And last but not least, folks, the nutrient absorption aspect of the fats. They actually assist in absorbing different fat-soluble vitamins and ensuring proper nutrient utilization. Pretty rad. Now, we got to make some smart choices here, folks. There are some good and there are some bad. Now, on one hand, eating too much fat, especially the saturated kind, can increase your risk of heart disease, cancer, and the sudden urge to buy some bigger pains. Also, let's be honest, fat makes food taste incredible, which unfortunately makes self-control feel like an optional setting. It's kind of like the friend who throws like a wild party. You love them, but they always leave you with regrets and an empty box of pizza right next to your face, and you know the next morning you're gonna roll on over, look at that sucker, and you're gonna be like, damn it to hell, I did it again. Folks, learn to take some more accountability here. Now, unsaturated fats, folks, good. Saturated, not terrible, but minimize those. And trans fats, avoid at all possible. We don't like those. All right? Now, here is the twist. Despite its messy reputation, fat's essential for your body, like mandatory team player status. We're talking cell membranes, hormones, organ protection, brain health, metabolism regulation. Fat's basically the project manager of your body's operations. No fat, no function. Too much fat, a different kind of dysfunction. It is a balancing act. But the bottom line here, folks, don't fear fat, just respect it. Use it wisely. Aim for quality sources like nuts, seeds, olive oil. There's going to be a joke in there. Avocado, fatty fish like salmon. And maybe don't treat bacon like its own food group. But you know what? God bless America. Nothing tickles my taste buds quite like that little piggy. God love him. Folks, thank you so much for joining in. I hope you found this useful, more importantly, helpful. Feel free to give the socials down below a follow. I do my best to keep things updated regularly with YouTube shorts, Instagram posts, blog posts as well, which you can find on the website. That's it, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.